All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're crowning a king or kings of a portion of my collection, and I'll explain more in a moment, so just stay with me. So here's the deal, guys. I don't have a lot of Spydercos, but that's going to change. I love Spyderco knives, and I will be getting more as time goes by. Budget always dictates things. There's knives higher than the budget of the ones you see here that I would love to have down the road. I want a Shaman. I want a Capara. I'd love to have a Bombshell if I can talk somebody into that. There's a Spidey Chef. I mean, there's lots of them. But of the collection that I have, which you see before you, these are awesome knives, guys, and they see my pocket an awful lot. So I wanted to just kind of go through today. It's Monday that I'm posting this, and I wanted to go through and talk a little bit about my Spyderco collection and crown a king. So as you guys know, I love this knife. This is the Spyderco Mike Draper folder. It is a a liner lock. I almost called it a lockback. It's not. Really cool knife. Has some flaws, does tend to not have, it either doesn't have a very good detent or it doesn't have one, but it pops open and has stabbed me in the pocket a time or two. But this knife will always be special to me. It was given to me after working at a job for 26 years. It was given to me by some people that had become really, really close friends for a long period of time. And I just absolutely adore this knife. And I can tell you right now, this knife will never leave my collection. So it's the Spyderco king for me of my collection? No, not quite. I have the Paramilitary 3 in lightweight in all black. Guys, dig this knife. Does have some issues. I love the compression lock. Has some alignment issues I've been obviously working on and not getting much better. But it is a great knife. Good slicer. Terrific knife. Good design. At some point, I'll probably get a G10 Paramilitary 3 or Para 3, as I should say, so I don't get in trouble. Para 3, guys, I know it is. But is that the king of my collection? And then down here, you have the Ambitious, which was the second Spyderco I ever bought. Obviously, a China-made Spyderco knife. And is that... No, that's definitely not the king, but it's a great little knife. I carry it for work. I carry it in any number of things. And one I left out, guys, even though a lot of people don't consider this a Spyderco, this is the Bird Caracara 2, or Caracara, I think it's Caracara, also made in China. Lockback, which is definitely not my favorite, but man, for the price, you cannot beat this knife. This is in my pocket a lot. I absolutely love this knife as well, but again, not the king. So then you say, oh, it's got to be the Bento Box Paramilitary 2. Guys, this knife is amazing and is in my pocket a lot. It is slicey as all get out. Nice. I mean, look at that point, guys. Just a crazy knife. Love the blue. I'm a big fan of blue. I have a lot of blue knives. Love the M390. And again, this is my first Paramilitary 2 or PM2. And I just love this. I mean, you just can't beat that. Again, this is about a $200 knife. I don't even know if they're still available. But I love this knife as well. But guys, guess what? This is also not the king. So... it's Mannix Monday, so let's just make it real, guys. The Mannix 2, to me, is my favorite Spyderco design. That's why I have 2 of them, and I guarantee you as time goes by, I will have more than 2 of this knife. Probably a lot more than 2, because I want a Rex orange one. I want a Maximate. There are several more of these I want. If you have to ask me, not only a Spyderco knife, but if I'm working or I just need a knife as a great EDC carry, and I'm not like, I don't have a knife that I have in for review from a friend or a pass-around group, what knife ends up in my pocket the most? It would be one of these 2 guys. The Mannix 2, to me, guys, is perfection. I know a lot of people don't like it. I have some really good friends that love Spydercos and don't particularly care for this knife. So thin and slicey, perfect ergos for me with the choke up into the finger choil. great feeling blade. I can keep a good sharp edge. This is the S30V version, obviously in G10 with the liners. As a matter of fact, guys, I'm going to be using these two knives in an upcoming Knife Professor video to talk about liners versus knives made with no liners. So we're going to talk about that coming up. But in the meantime, I just dig this guy, man. The jimping is great, locks you in. I just love this knife. So we're going to leave that one open. The other one is the BD1N translucent blue. Again, I love blue. I love this, the construction of this. Again, there's no liners in this one. There is a backspacer, so it's a little bit different. BD1N steel. And again, I use this guy a lot. And again, it's not the best, greatest action ever, but it is a fidgety knife for me. Both of them, I fidget like crazy with them. Let's see if I can do this on camera. Probably not. Oh, look at that. I did do a little wrist flick just to make sure it came out. Yeah, I know. I love the ball bearing lock, guys. I wish Spyderco would make more knives with this thing. I just think it is great. Again, for me, I love a forward finger choil. I love the thumb ramp. And even ergos when you're back here are just perfect. So to me, in my collection, the Spyderco Manix 2 is the Spyderco king of my collection as far as a go-to knife. So what is yours, guys? What is your Spyderco? Or if you really like Benchmade, what's your Benchmade? If you really like, I don't know, Kershaw, CRKT, whatever it is, whatever you like, what is your go-to knife in that brand? Leave that down in the comments. Let me know what you think. But for me, I was telling some people over the last few days, and I figured I just needed to make a video on this and talk about it, guys. I just love my Manix 2, both of them, and I can guarantee you there will be more of them in my collection as time goes by. So leave it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Ask me any questions or anything like that. Guys, I'm excited for this video and just to hear your thoughts. So thanks so much for your comments, and thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.